Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Still morning this time.
It is still morning.
It's a little chilly out here. Well, I'm sure the property looks a little different back there because it's not mine.
Yeah.
We're down here on the landing today. We're going to do a little project here for the Dreamers.
Project that's been a long time coming.
Yeah, a couple of months in the making, and today is the day. I am finally feeling a little bit better, and not 100%, but about 75. I'll give it 75. And you want me to spill some beans?
Ooh, I like beans.
Beans.
A little salt, pepper.
I'm a little late getting started today because Chanel had babies.
Woo!
Yeah. Yep. We have new baby goats on the
mountain.
On the mountain there. We got some new kids up there on the mountain.
That's so exciting.
And little cuties too. I haven't checked the sex of them yet. She had them this morning. I knew that was coming. I've been sick, so I haven't really been talking about it, but Chanel in the last week has really blown up like bloop, you know, and she done that before and didn't end up having babies. So I wasn't 100%, but I was pretty confident. And her bag filled up real good, so then I knew. And then last night when I was doing the feeding, I seen a little bit of what's happening dripping out of her. And so I actually brought Eclipse down here last night for a little play date with Odin and Halo and Wednesday down there. So Eclipse is going to be staying here for a couple of days until the babies get settled and all of that. And I feel good with letting her back in the pen. I'm going to bring her back up on the hill before she goes back to the pen. I just got to get set up for that. It's starting to get cold and I don't want to just have her just out there with nothing. So the best thing, bring her here. Let her have a little play date up in here, and she's happy about it. Let me tell you, we was riding the four-wheeler last night. I had her on the leash and she was like leading the four-wheeler. She was gone. And I was like, slow down. I don't want to go too fast where you run underneath the four-wheeler or something, you know what I mean? But she wasn't having it. She was wanting to ride. And so she's all happy, and I know they're happy to get their friend down here for a little while.
They played and barked for a solid 45 minutes before they even calmed down.
Oh yeah, she was. Normally Eclipse will set when I tell her to set and stuff like that. She wasn't having none of that last night. She was just wanting to go. I couldn't even barely get the leash off of her, so it was crazy. Man, y'all done a lot around here.
It's been moving and grooving, huh?
I see trees down.
Huge trees, too. The biggest tree on the landing, that pine tree back there, gone. And we got the little brother over there to the right gone. Man, there's a huge... There's all kinds of stuff.
Have y'all showed all that yet?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. That's when Drew came over.
Well, I'll show y'all that. Let's look at it.
Check it out. I'm going throwback today.
Nice, yeah. I was going to mention, that sure is a nice shirt you got right there. I haven't actually showed them anything down here since we moved the shed over there.
Oh man, yeah, so much.
That was the last video that's happened here on any of my channels.
Right. Yeah, we cut down this mega pine tree right here.
Oh, wait. Well, tell them about it.
I hear you, Pepper.
I know it.
Yeah, that was Pepper.
Old Pepper said, I got some lungs.
And we got this big old pile, and then we just ripped into an opening here, and there's another huge pile over there. And that way we can cut all this down, serving two purposes. One, that circle drive, and two, we're opening up for that good Starlink.
That's right. Get the Starlink. I know y'all are ready for that.
Man.
There's not really any more big ones in the way.
Not too bad. Not too bad. There's a whole lot more cedar out here for me to grab.
Yeah.
And, but mainly, it's just little stuff, man, that can really get pushed down.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to rent that big machine one more good time and get it for the weekend. And as long as it don't go down on me, we can clear all this out.
Yeah, and level it all out.
Yeah,
and go ahead and make your drive and everything else. I got a suggestion.
What's that?
Because your circle drive is where we did that little rock and log thing right there. And there is that low point over there where we
yeah, well it ain't going that far.
Yeah, where you dug the trench.
Yeah, it ain't going.
But maybe we put a culvert in there while we have that machine.
That's not a bad. Oh yeah, and take it on down.
We just put a culvert over the road and dig the ditch a little bit better, and that way you never got to worry about it again. It's just done. And you already have the machine working in that area right there, so the time to do it would be then.
That's a good idea.
Because doing a culvert by hand,
Not recommended.
no.
0 out of 10 here on the
Yeah,
mountain.
yeah, exactly. Well, almost got a drifter down. Yeah, so something to think about in the budget whenever you're doing that. That'd be it don't have to be a big culvert.
Right.
One of those big expensive ones, you know what I mean? Just one of those plastic ones
Nice
that
little 6 or 8 inch.
something that'll just move the water from that side to that side without it interfering with your road.
Right.
Because the road's doing pretty good.
The road has been doing excellent.
Yeah, the road.
Once we've got that second layer of that 3 inch on there, it really locked it into place, and
Yeah.
it's perfect. We're actually probably right after Christmas, we're gonna get another load of rock in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, things are moving and grooving. We've
It's definitely opening up around here.
yeah.
It's starting to look good around here. Starting to look like a little something. Look at that mountain view back there. Alyssa hates the cold, but this is one of her favorite times of the year because this is where she gets the most mountain view. Mm-hmm. Like you can literally see standing here the mountain going all the way across those trees right there.
On the phone, you can actually see it really good.
Yeah, if you clear out a couple of more, thin that out a little bit, park it out, you'll have a whole mountain
Well, that was part
backyard.
that was part of the plan right there when we had that piece of equipment, was to get that stuff gone.
Yeah.
So it'll be coming. Next year is going to be a complete new landing.
They are also, we're going to spill some more beans. They are also going to be ordering the survey here soon.
Ooh, yeah, you dropped a big one
Yeah,
on right there.
dropped them. That's something that's been in the making for, well, since they bought the place.
Yeah, I mean, we've been wanting to, we've been talking about fencing and stuff like that, and we're never really going to be able to do any real fencing until we have a line.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's been no hurry.
Yeah.
We got a gist of where the property is and stuff, so they've been able to do a whole lot.
Yeah.
But in order to do the fence lines and stuff like that, you got to have the survey.
Yeah.
And before I get all the bad comments, guys, him getting the survey was part of the deal.
I know, right? Can you believe this guy wouldn't even include the survey on it? Gonna give me a sweet deal on the land and not even include the survey?
Yeah, basically there was no down payment, nothing like that. My only stipulation was, being that it was me sectioning off some of my land for them, that I had no plans on doing to begin with, that the survey would be their responsibility to actually section it off.
Yeah.
Because without selling it to them, I would have never sectioned it off.
Right.
It'd
just been your
been my property.
Yeah.
So that was the agreement. Then also no money down and stuff like that, so it was easier for them to get in and put their finances towards getting
Other things.
that over there and this behind me and stuff like that. So so there you go. So no hate. It's all worked out in the details, trust me. And they definitely got a beautiful piece of land though.
It is.
It's as it's developing, it's coming along. Just to have panoramic, I mean, you figure you got a mountain view
To the east.
all the way from there all the way across the back. Like I said, eventually up on the hill, boneyard area and all that, I'll be parking all that out anyway, so I'll be doing a lot of the view for them
Right.
in the future anyway.
On that side, yeah.
Well, back there,
Oh, true.
back there. Let me show you. Back there in that section is where to be parked out and the pond to be and all of that other stuff. So
Yeah.
it'll be, and also y'all could just take you a little path straight to the pond.
Well,
down there.
we plan on parking it out all the way to the creek, and the creek is probably 60 feet on the other side of
Yeah.
that bush right there, so it's pretty close.
Yeah, creek is actually what's going to be feeding the pond.
Yeah.
So the overflow will be on this side of the creek, where it'll come in to it and then be like a storage holding thing would be the pond, and then when it rains more, the overflow will go into the creek, continuing this way.
Yeah, and
So-
it pushes. The creek actually flows all the way out here, and it goes across the field right
yeah.
there.
So it won't impede the natural progression of the creek, but it will be a nice feed source to keep the pond
Right.
always clear and moving a
Keep it with
little
that
bit
fresh
and
water.
full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It won't be year round, but I got plans to keep the water moving and grooving with that too. I'm gonna put a solar fountain out there
Heck yeah.
where it just kind of floats and does its things, at least for the sunny portions of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That way there's movement in there, because that's where you start getting your algae and your bacterias and all that other stuff. And I want it to be a swimming pond. So
Yeah. Okay, nice.
I want a sand bottom. I want it to be clear. Yeah. My plan for that is to make it feel like Florida.
Okay.
As a
Like a spring.
Yeah, like a tribute back to Florida.
Yeah.
You know, my home or whatever. Maybe put some type of palm type things that will survive up here. A little beach sand.
I need to see a cypress.
Yep.
Be nice.
And just kind of a throwback to the Florida stuff. I'm all about nostalgia and kind of honoring my past a little bit, you know, because I've had a unique one. A little bit unique, and it continues. But guys, we've been on here about 10 minutes, 30 seconds. It's time to get to work.
Doesn't the carport look so much different with the metal coming all the way down like that?
Where, yours?
Yeah.
Yep. That's,
Man, look how different that carport looks now that we done brought it all the way
I
down.
bet it's a lot more toasty in there.
It is. It is very much more toasty, and especially now that we've added the big stand-up heater in the corner, and we have the wood stove, even though it's not piped out and running yet, but it's gonna be. And on the other side, we got the front end. We got a new video that come out already today.
It's coming out
guys,
today.
You can see us enclosing the front part of the carport. We're really trying to run away from that snow. Yeah.
Y'all want another sneak peek? I'll show it to you. Are y'all ready? I know it's exciting. I know it's exciting. I know it's exciting. Just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
I've given enough sneak peeks in this one. If you want to see it, go over to Drifting Dreamers 5 and check it out today. Is it already live?
It's live.
It's live right now, guys. So that's where your sneak peek is. All right, guys, I love every single one of y'all. Take another step closer to your goal today, guys. Do something nice for somebody. Reach out to somebody you ain't talked to in a while because, you know what? It's the holidays. They could probably use it. I don't know what he's holding. I think he's holding her face. Here, keep your chin up. All right, guys, love every single one of y'all. Y'all keep it real. Come on.